أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Respected Tamikala Sahib and all the participants, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Now, this event that has taken place today is something which is very close to my heart. I have, on various occasions, personally got involved with the organization of this event because I think there is huge amount of potential within the Jamaat that needs to be exploited. By the grace of Allah, more recently, I held a function with the Doctors Association, and at one stage, the Doctors Association did not even know how many total people they had within their association. But a lot of hard work was done to identify everyone who was within or should be within the association. And by the grace of Allah, we identified almost 1,000 people, of which about 400 doctors that we have in this country. There were other disciplines within the medical field that were also part of that. And can you imagine that each year a large number of these children are coming through? And what they are desperate is that when they want to enter this profession, they need proper guidance. Even simply to fill the application form to the university can make a huge difference. Now, we have actually got young professionals here who are, as a part of their practice, helping people generally in filling the forms, particularly for the medical field. And they actually charge for that service, but if the form is correctly filled in, that will be a difference between somebody getting 3 A stars, another person also getting 3 A stars, but it will be, at the end of the day, what they write on their form that will make the decision whether the university accepts them or not. So if we've got the facilities within our Jamaat, why are we not making them available to members of the Jamaat? So in planning the next event, please work with me because I will help. We've done this before. When I first became Amir, I felt the importance of this, and especially the mentoring of our next generation. And we organized an event, I remember, in the Noor Hall. This is going back 25 years now, almost. And we called people from different professions. And the hall was completely full. And we were able to help youngsters who were coming into the profession to be able to help and mentor them. And the next function that you hold, I would like to see the hall completely full because I think it's very easy, but it does mean a lot of hard work has to be done beforehand. And secondly, I fully subscribe to the fact that Ahmadi should support other Ahmadi businesses. And wherever we have businesses, for instance, just in Morden High Street, we now have more than 35 businesses just on the High Street of different types of businesses. Now we should make sure that the Ahmadis, we should support those businesses. If you look at the Jewish community, this is how they actually operate. Jewish people will go and instruct other Jewish people for their work. Now, the difference is that when we go and instruct an Ahmadi, we are instructing Ahmadi in the hope that we'll get a discount because we did. Well, that concept is incorrect. Because when you look for discounts, then the work that you're going to get will be discounted as well. Always remember that. But if you pay a full fees, because you're happy to pay the full fees to somebody outside, but when it comes to our own people, you want a discount. That is the wrong philosophy. Pay the fees because then you will get proper service. And if you try and get something cheap, nothing is for free in this world. There's always a consequence of that. So I think we need to be more focused on these events, because obviously by the grace of Allah, 150 people have come here. And they would have benefited to some degree, but I think that we can have much more benefit if we are more focused in what we're trying to achieve from these events. And it may be that from 10 to 4 is a bit too long. I agree with Jangir Sahib. It will tire people out. Short and sharp is what you want. You see, it's a different thing from where we used to have the career seminars, where we called universities, we called employers and everything, and that was a full-day event. People came and went. So that is a different type of event, and that is also something which is very important that we should be doing. But I think this type of event is very, very important, because I remember last time the young boy who said that he came to this one of these events, and eventually he started his company, and now he employs something like 5,000 people, wasn't it? Do you remember? Yeah, so it's you. Okay, there we go. So the potential is there. It is just a matter of us organizing things correctly and then giving support to our youth. Give them an opportunity, open doors for them. Sometimes it just needs a little touch. Maybe he comes and works with you to get a bit of experience, and that experience could be invaluable for the youngster and builds up a portfolio as well. So I think I am very glad you've done this event, but I feel the potential is immense in this, and I feel that we need to work harder to get to the right people, get the youngsters here who truly needs, and get the people who are professionals at the same time. Just organize a dinner. That's all you need. You don't need to have a full day, speeches. Organize a dinner, 2 hours, get the mentors on the table, get the youth on the table. The doctor should be on one side, for instance. There should be engineers on one side. There should be scientists on another side. We've got all these people within the Jamaat now, huge number. We should target the Waqf-e-Nau, especially because they need a lot of guidance, both men and women. We have teachers, we have lecturers, we have every profession within the Jamaat. And those people should be mentoring the next generation. So I would be very pleased, and I would be very happy to get involved in the next event that you organize, inshallah, in the new year. And let's do it really with the objective of getting all the professionals here and all the youngsters here, so that we can truly try and assist the next generation. So I hope and pray that, inshallah, Allah will enable us to do that. And it should be done, like I said, over a dinner. Informality is something very important. You can have 1 or 2 speeches. It's not a, but I think speeches people don't benefit as much as if they were sitting next to a mentor who would be able to give them information about themselves. I remember lots of people used to come to me and say, Amir Sahib, you're an accountant, so I want to do accountancy. And I said, what do you know about accountancy? And when you start talking to them, they have absolutely no idea what accountancy is. They think it's bookkeeping. And I say to them, go away, do your research, find as much about what your options are, and then come and speak to me intelligently, and I'll guide you then. But just to say, oh, you know, I want to do accountancy, sometimes I also find when people want to go to Jamia, and I ask them, why do you want to go to Jamia? And they don't really have a true focus at that time, why they want to go to Jamia. It is, oh, because my friend goes there, or maybe that, you know, my father said so, or something. So it is about focusing the children so they have a clear idea of what is expected of them. Again, with young doctors, you know, there are lots of young people who want to become doctors. I remember at one stage we started sending children to Czech Republic and Bulgaria and these countries, and we actually had universities from those countries came here to recruit these young people. And more recently, I was listening to some debate somewhere, and they were telling me that universities, medical universities in Bulgaria and Czech Republic are even better than some of the other European universities now. So the potential is huge how we can help our next generation. But we need to first be clear in our mind what we want to achieve from these events. And I think doing long events like that can be very tiring for people. So short and sharp is what is now needed. This is the way the new world is that we're living in. Traditionally, we used to have these long events, and I think people now want something short and sharp, and they can achieve a lot more in 2 hours than they can achieve in 5 or 6 hours. So let's be more focused next time. I'm very pleased that this event has gone ahead, and I'm sure that everyone who has come here must have benefited, and you know, they will be going away with some very good ideas in how to develop themselves. But I think we could have done so much more by involving all the other organizations like the Lawyers Association, the Doctors Association, IEEE, and they obviously have a lot of professionals now. In the Lawyers Association, I know, now they've got a huge number of lawyers. You know, we could bring the lawyers here, they could help out with the other businesses. There can be cross-collateralization of various disciplines and help each other. Bring accountants here. They'll be able to say, right, we can help you, you know, maintain. We've got tax advisors. We've got a whole range of. So for a business to be successful, you need a whole range of things. And if we can bring those, even how to set up a company, for instance, to start a new business, what are the implications? What is, you know, in terms of VAT, tax, employees, rules are changing all the time. We need to have a true understanding of what truly setting up a company really means. So there's a huge number of things that we can do. So let us hope and pray that, inshallah, next year when we redo another function, let's keep these points in mind. And let's see if we can actually spend a bit more time in trying to organize it, but bring all the people together, all the right people together. And alhamdulillah, inshallah, they will benefit even more than what has happened today. Allah bless you. I'm very grateful to Tommy Sahib and his team for organizing this. I know Jangir Sahib is now very involved with this. I'm grateful to him. As a businessman, he's very key to this. And also one of the products of these earlier seminars is here as a proof that they do work. So may Allah bless you all. Once again, thank you, and please join me in silent prayer. Ameen. Jazakallah, everyone.